Okay. Sort of tried recording a video and just stuffed up for some reason. I'm like, no. Anyways, iPhone 6, Apple Watch, it's all here. I didn't watch it. I didn't stay up. It was just too crazy for me. To stay up till 3 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning to watch something which we sort of already knew was a bit far fetched for me. I mean, a lot of people did it. A lot of people who are still covering it. I wasn't going to cover it this year. I can't remember if I even covered it last year. It was just I knew everything was what was going to come, which I think it's not exciting for me anymore to watch like these keynotes anymore because everything I can just get the previous day, from all the leaks and everything, which I guess is a bit sad sometimes because you get really hyped about it and then you're just like, oh yeah, cool. That's I think with the iPhone 5 or was it the 4S? Everyone was, yeah, it was a 4S. So everyone was hyping up for the new iPhone 5 because, a lot of leaks came out. They were saying, oh, there was a new design and all these things and everything. And then it was just like the iPhone 4S. And it was just like, well, like everyone was like really depressed. Like, it was like, what is this? This is just shit. Like, oh, you just put an S and just increase the speed like the 3GS and stuff. But it's funny. So with this now, with everyone knowing what it already looked like, it's sort of good to see Apple actually announce it. Firstly, I mean that was nice, with many other things, but I feel like the hype is gone. That's one of the things I miss about watching Apple's events, their keynotes and stuff. The hype isn't there anymore for me at least. I mean, there's people lining up already to get the the Apple iPhone 6. It's crazy. It's crazy that they're doing that too, and it's crazy that how Apple has that that thing with them that they're able to do that. They're able to get people lining up weeks in advance for this new product, which hasn't even launched yet. I mean, they announced the date today, but back then, no one knew when it was going to come out. They could have said, oh, it's going to come out, end of the year. Would people still wait in line? It's a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy. Anyways, so we got two phones, bigger phones. One is 4.5, one is 5.5 inches. So we're pretty big right now for Apple itself. It sort of contradicts what they actually said initially too when they launched the iPod. I keep saying iPod. iPhone 5. So I have an iPhone 5 and I love it. I've owned it for many years now, or many years, like 2 years. And what they said initially was, this is the perfect phone. At least Steve Jobs did. This is the perfect phone and it fits in the palm of your hands and you're able to use your thumb from here to here. And you're able to do everything you need to do on this phone. Whereas now, they sort of contradict what they're saying, like, oh no, bigger phones and all this stuff. But I think we're going down this path anyways. We, as in Apple, was going down this path anyways, because they had to keep up with the market and the demand to have bigger phones and what people wanted. They had to come up with it. Like, what more could you do with the iPhone 5S, what it already is? I mean, you could make it thinner and everything, but then people would be like, oh, it's just thinner, People always complain about something new. The thing is with Android though, they've had that phone, like that 4.5 inch phone. I mean, they have even bigger phones for about 2 years now, and it has many of the same things in there. But the thing people forget is, I'm an Android fan as well. I don't own an Android phone because I don't feel like it works for my lifestyle. And I think that's like many other people as well. Android, I feel, is more for the technical minded person who really wants to dig into that phone. And then you're able to open up Android. It opens up huge. You're able to do so much more things with it. You're able to tweak it to your likings and stuff. But the general consumer isn't going to do that. So I think that's why a lot of Apple's market is that general consumer, and that's what they market for. That everyday person out there who just wants a phone which works, and they don't want to know about, all this technical minor stuff. They just want to know it's good, takes great photos, and it's fast-ish, Whereas Android, yes, they do have really high-spec phones, but really, most people don't really care about that. And most people won't actually dig into it. They won't open up. They won't, I forget the word, when the equivalent of cracking the phone. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I forget. But that's the great thing about the Android community as well. They're a community of like just geeks generally. Whereas Apple is just a bit more opposite of that. Even though there's a few nerds in there, it's just a bit more opposite. Like they're totally different companies, But So now we've got two different phones. You're still going to get a lot of hate for Apple for, oh, you got a big iPhone. Oh, we had this for ages. It's going to happen. But which one would I get? Maybe the 5.5. I've always wanted a larger phone. Not really always wanted a larger phone. Like, if it was there, I would get it from Apple. But I really wanted an iPad mini for a year now. And now it's like, oh, now I can settle for something in between. So I guess that sort of works out for everyone. But I might do that. So 5.5, I'm going to definitely go for that. As for the Apple Watch, I think it's, it looks nice. I mean, compared to other Android, watches right now, like there's a huge market on that. Because it's funny because going back maybe a year and a half when there was some leaked or, Apple painted their iWatch thing, it was like, okay, everyone, we got to make an iWatch. We got to make something, just to get ahead of that market because, that's what happened with the iPad. It was there. The touch face tablets were already there. It was just Apple just marketed it really well and did a really good job of it. And they just went, they hold that market. There's no doubt about it. They hold that market. So I think it was just more of companies trying to get ahead of the game. But people are still going to pay for the Apple iWatch. It costs like $350 or something like that. Ridiculous price for something like what your phone does. Like, it's just mind-boggling. Like, I mean, there's other watches for the Android as well, which charge that price as well. So really you can't say that it's expensive. The design itself, a lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. It's nice that it can interchangeable wristbands and stuff, so it tweaks to your lifestyle again with the lifestyle stuff. I'm not too sure if I would get an Apple watch. I would see what people think of it. I might wait till it comes out, get my hands on, like, just play around with it maybe, see what other people think of it. If it actually is going to change the way I work or my lifestyle again, I might get one. It's going to cost at least $400 or $450 here in Australia. Like, definitely, no matter what, it's going to cost that much. But definitely going to pick up the Apple iPhone 6. My contract finishes, so I'm going to sign up for 2 years again. If not, maybe buy it outright. I don't know exactly, but definitely got to order it soon because it's definitely going to be, sold out everywhere. Anyways, leave a comment down below on what iPhone you're getting if you are getting one. If not, what phone if you're currently using and why you like it, being Apple, iPhone, Apple iPhone or Android, what Android device or anything really. I mean, it doesn't have to even be Android. You could be using a 3310 for if it works for you, that's the thing. That's the main thing for a phone. It has to work for you basically. And if it works, that's it. You can't, no phone can replace that. You have to get a phone which can actually work for you, because you can have the best phone in the world, and if it doesn't suit into your lifestyle, it's not a great phone, particularly. At least that's my opinion, at least. Anyways, leave a comment down below. If you did enjoy this video, again, sorry it was a bit longish, but I really wanted to talk with you guys about this, my opinion on the Apple keynote. Just another Apple iPhone 6 video on YouTube, and I really didn't want to be like, oh my god, like really heavily into detail with this, because it's just something what's going to happen, and you're going to see a fluctuation of just video after video, not by me, but by everyone, until this phone comes out. And then when it comes out, it's going to be like unboxings and then reviews, previews and everything. I might do an unboxing of it, I might play with it for a week, and then like, here, this is it, this is how it works, this is my opinion. But I really want to go heavy into it because it's just going to be such a, just everywhere. It's just going to be everywhere over the internet, which I don't, it's nice. It's nice to see all that stuff, but it's just a bit too much, It's a bit too much. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it. If you did like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Helps the channel a lot. If you are new to my channel, like my content like this, leave a comment down below. Tell me why or where you came from. Subscribe even. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.